The small community of Akron has not really changed that much in the last 30-some years since I went to high school there. I am teaching some of the children and grandchildren of students that I went to school with at the Akron High School. The boys and girls that I feel most challenged to work with are students who need the extra help.
Did you bring your book back today for reading recovery?
The best way that I could help would be move into the Title I reading program, because that's where I could work with them on a small group and an individual basis. Are you ready to come to Reading Recovery today?
When our children are pulled out of the classroom, they don't feel singled out. They feel very special, in fact, because they like going to this program.
They know that this is a time where they will get the individual instruction.
Yesterday we started a new book called Getting There. Are you ready to read that today? Okay.
Getting There.
I was raised in a minister's home, and we were always taught that we needed to help everyone and make everyone feel important.
I can drive. I can fly a plane. But today I have to walk.
I look at the boys and girls that I work with, and I want to make a difference.
Chad, you called that word drive. What letter would you expect to see at the beginning of drive?
G.
And what letter is at the beginning of that?
F. Fly.
That's
Every time I see a new problem, I'm trying to find out how can I work with this problem and how can I make this problem better.
How are you today? Good. Now, our second graders are working on Henry and Mudge books, and do they love them?
One of my former assistants that worked with me in the Rainbow Readers program is now working full-time at the library, and so it's very easy for me to call her and tell her what I'm looking for.
Okay, good. Let's see if there's some titles that they don't have.
Teaching is a part of my life. I'm always thinking about something new that I can do for the boys and girls in my classroom.
Do you think this is going to be a real story, or do you think it's going to be a fantasy story? A fantasy story, isn't it? That's right. Do you think girls could really jump that high? No. I don't.
In my afternoon program with the Rainbow Readers, each of the groups come 4 at a time to the Rainbow Readers room, and each day we work on the story that they are going to do the following week. By the end of the week, they know the book so well that they're ready to read by themselves.
The kids are excited about going to the special reading class because they know that they are doing better because of it.
Through this program, they feel like they can read. They feel like they can be a part of the regular classroom.
They'll say, Mrs. Pearson, I can read this now, or I know these words.
We found out that by working together between the classroom teacher and myself, that it made a big difference in how the child succeeded in the classroom. We talk about each student, and then we decide what our plan of action is for each of the children that we are working with.
This involves Mrs. Leininger, the student, and the parent, all as one, and that is essential in education today.
Weekend, Bryce, okay? Have a good weekend. You too, Andrew. Have a good weekend.
I can leave school about every day with a smile from working with the boys and girls.
Are you ready for the football game tonight?
I want them to leave our school with the idea that the world is there for them.
Rain on the orange flowers.
As much of that I can give to them through the area of reading, that's what I want to do.